once more into the breach. I like how they put their black pits as though it's on a level with... Hold on. They put the black pits as though it's on a level with these. Yes, these are all equal. Yes, of course. All totally the same. Okay. Why is there an hour discrepancy? That's weird. Well, I guess I should go with the one with the latest timestamp on it. Should I walk away from the PC for a while or something? Okay, let's see.
Yes.
Edwin, you gained a level. You gained an 8th level spell. Or 2. You're gonna end up with a lot of 8th level spells, man. Can't go wrong with horrid wiltings. I feel like I've done this level up before. Laconia's levels do nothing. You need Greater Whirlwind. It's the best. It's just the best ability. Whoops.
What is... Oh, all right.
Stray Earth Elementals. It happens. It's a good thing that it didn't happen in Baldur's Gate 1. One of those would have been a game. Would have been rocks fall, everyone dies. Sure are a lot of craters in this terrain. Oh well, to the monastery. Let's see. Cyndia's Enclave. Nah, I'm Catherine. Let me in. Am I getting things out of order? Do I have to go do something else before I'm allowed in here? I don't remember. Hello there, Mr. Monkguard.
I trust all is well.
I see. I have to do something else first.
I trust all is well.
That's okay. I didn't want to burst into your monastery and slaughter everyone anyway. A woodcutter that dual wields axes. A woodcutter that dual wields axes. No, I don't see anything wrong with that. Makes perfect sense. Maybe he uses whirlwind and power attack on the trees. Epic level woodcutting. Maybe he's the only woodcutter in the land. So effective that nobody else needs to do any work. I'm looking for Sendai. Bhaalspawn? I don't know anything about that. When I was over chopping firewood by the clearing west of here, I thought I got a glimpse of some funny-looking elves. Could have just been my imagination, though. I ain't ever seen elves with black skin afore, and they were only there for a second before they vanished. I don't normally like strangers in my woods, but if you want to check out my story, I guess that'd be okay. Look for the woodcart southwest clearing of the forest. They're alone out here, eh? What things of value? He's a woodcutter. Oh joy, this axe is magical. It's so impressive that a woodcutter would have a +1 axe. Oh. This is a nice house. He is a very well-off woodcutter.
I can hear you just fine. Yes, yes. A standard tactic that.
Does he employ traps? Traps that could cause harm to epic level adventurers? Holy crap, he had 5 ridiculously powerful healing potions. Rune of Clangadin. What? What in the world? The Dwarven Clan of Clangadin were renowned for their enchanted forges and the magical dark steel hammers which came from them. There is a powerful aura of magic on this rune-etched stone, though by itself the stone has no obvious use. That guy didn't look dwarven. He has a +3 sword and a +2 shield. Boy, don't mess with the humble woodcutters of this land. They're terrifying. Well, only one thing to do now. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Sorry about that. We buried you for a second. What? Did I get another couple superior healing potions? Huh. Why does this guy have such good healing potions? Boy, the animals are awfully chill. I guess they figure, the world's full of horrible monsters that can chase me down even if I run. I shouldn't even bother. If something wants to eat me, I'm just eaten. Even the birds are just like, nah. We don't even try. The gravestone appeared to have been hastily and recently erected to give the 2 graves the illusion of being older. Though carefully placed, you note the sod of the graves was laid to cover the fact they've only been recently dug. Everything appears to be in order. Nothing strange about this. Nothing at all.
What can it be now?
What's the matter? You didn't understand my directions? Just to the southwest corner of the forest. That's where I saw them dark elves. I thought you had never seen elves with black skin before and thought they were strange looking. Now you know that they're dark elves? Also, didn't you notice Viconia hanging out right over there? Grave? That's where I buried my dear beloved wife. She passed away recently, and now it's just me and the animals. I don't like to talk about it, do you understand? It's funny, there were 2 graves. Please, it's too painful to discuss. I beg you, never mention it again. What is it you surfacers say? Curiosity killed the cat? Here's your answer, little kitty. The woodcutter's body lies beneath. By Sendai's will, you will join him. By Sendai's will, is it?
They are
Feel its icy
Go
breath.
bother someone else.
I feel like using a kaboom. Oh, you gotta be kidding. From Edwin? Something's wrong. Knocks away all foes, damaging all enemies, knocking away all foes. This spell will not harm party members. Huh? Huh? What? 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 Poke, poke.
Yes. Oh, all right. What is it now? Yes, yes, I see.
Yep. Buff yourselves up. Got a tick now.
We'll bother someone.
Your kaboom isn't supposed to hurt allies, Edwin. Surprise, Mr. Moose. Weren't expecting that, were ya?
What can it be now?
Okay. Oh, come on. That webbing does nothing.
Beware! Your knees are slippery.
Anyway.
Don't forget to
I shall prevail.
Invisibility, trickery, and my webbing is working against me, is it?
Shall prevail.
Let me help you, very well.
Alright. Fine. You never trust them Mises. You can never trust them Mises. Dangerous, ornery critters. No, seriously, don't pick fights with Moose. You will lose. Also, hippos. Don't pick fights with hippos, either. Just in general.
cry for your life. Master, what should I fetch now?
No, actually, I completely ignored that moose. I'm concerned with this guy over here.
Cry for your lives. They are over.
Finally. Alright, let's see. Hey! For the death of the disguised Drow captain, an illusion something. The entrance to Sendia's enclave has been dispelled. Cool, cool. Okay, let me see. So, I need this for a second. I'm so glad I have this thing. It is so handy. Oh, please. Moose are super common. They'll wander through town. You'll just be driving along and you'll see, oh hey, there's Mr. Moose. But seriously, don't mess with them. Don't get between them and their young. Just let them be, and try to keep them out of your garden, because they will eat your garden.
Victory shall be ours. You know this.
Alright, let's see. You need to cast... Yeah. Now, moose are super, super common. You don't get caribou in town, though. Caribou herd, and, they like to stay away from people. Moose, though, they have no fear. None. Ah, here we are. Not really. It's been about 15. This stream's been running about 15 minutes. I was late today. I had to, well, first I slept in, then I had to take care of some stuff. Had to bring a whole bunch of wood in, and it had all frozen together because it got warm and stuff melted, and it's just all this ice. So I had to break it with a big sledgehammer, carry them in. They're defrosting right now. Let's see. And, well, then I ate breakfast and watched some YouTube. I make no excuses for that time. And then, yep.
Don't yell.
And I started the
can hear you
stream.
just fine. I'd carry the world if I could, but you'll have to package it smaller. I'm out of room.
Yeah. If you, Alaska's a huge state. I don't know that moose are common everywhere in the state, necessarily. Wait a minute. This isn't what you're supposed to equip, is it? I guess you just hang on to this? Yeah, that's what you were doing. If you were in, if you go near Juneau, you'll find bald eagles. Tons and tons of bald eagles.
Yes, yes.
I understand. I've actually never been to Juneau. I haven't been much around the state, to be honest. I'm pretty sedentary.
I'd carry the world if I could, but you'll have to package it smaller. I'm out of room.
And there you go. All decked out and ready for the slaughter.
Yes, I've been.
Okay, you're decked out. Alright, we're good. Ah. Afraid I don't know much about the wildlife of Europe. Afraid I don't know much about the wildlife in most of the US either. I know only what I know about the state because I live here. Katanas? Ah, dark elven samurai, is it? Well. See, the chainmail looks like it's magical here. Okay, it is magical. +1. Heavy crossbow, katanas. I noticed that these drow don't have equipment that evaporate on contact with the surface. Oh, that's unfortunate. We have so much wildlife around here. So much. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, and rest. Should have probably ducked into a pocket dimension. Oh, we're fine. It's everywhere. Are you gonna go invisible? No invisibility. Yep, you went invisible.
Bjorn Jonsson at your service.
True sight.
Who stands death? I shall follow your steps.
Back up. That guy's... He's using a sling.
Yes.
No, not... Here.
Guides my
Oh, they're just not gonna be affected, huh? That's fine.
His useless weapon. His fight.
Again! Whirlwindier! Are we still summoning ogres? Okay. I mean, they'll just explode the moment somebody swings at them, but hey, that's one swing that wasn't at the rest of us. These large healing potions are so common now. Remember when I was carefully rashing them through all of Shadows of Alm? Now I'm just like, whatever. Maybe I could just leave them. Just dump them somewhere. Oh. That's unfortunate. I wonder what's over here. Aw. Potions are too heavy for you, huh?
Here. Your destiny awaits.
Always go for my cleric, don't they? There are signs of a struggle near these woodcutter carts. Piles of things that may or may not be human remains lie in stinking heaps. Someone was slaughtered here. Maybe there's a time dilation here, because I'm about to slaughter stuff here. Maybe the remains jump back.
What is it now?
Fling that over there. What, that didn't hit any of them?
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
Well, that's stupid. Fine then. Chaos Ball. Well, I mean, it seems so obvious. I mean, I come up and there was a woodcutter dual-wielding axes. I go into the house and it's full of potions of superior healing. I'm like, this isn't suspicious at all. A +3 sword and a +2 shield and a chest? That sounds like something a woodcutter would own.
But bother me.
Yeah, I'm tired of dying and getting beaten up. I'll just hang back here. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just fling a chain lightning.
What should I fetch now?
Maybe another one of these. That mage is the only thing to worry about, but that's about the worst position for a mage to be in. Surrounded, being pummeled. Yeah. Yeah, I had Jan throw a sphere of chaos at him. Oh, hey, I think we did it. Let's see. More junk, which I can sell. Not that money is of really any importance in throwing a whoa! Whoa! Umber Hulks and a Hive Mother.
Guides my hand.
Well, I do have ways of dealing with
Victory
that.
shall be ours.
But maybe I'll just keep throwing summons at them.
Yes.
I mean, hey, the strategy's working. Oh, man. Used. That's stupid.
What? Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Let's see. Maybe we should all just go invisible. Just keep throwing elementals at them. You can't petrify elementals so easy, can ya? Ooh, Prince of Air! Oh, jeez, those aren't normal folks, huh? It might. It's not like they have anything of value.
Now, not
Let's see. How about that shield of reflection, huh? Hi there. I'll just back up. No, just point your eye rays at me. Man. That elemental prince is soloing this thing. Oh, that worked out. Ugh, +1. I have bags that produce infinite +2 munitions. Oh, container's full. I should probably just sell that. I think it's time we go on a reverse shopping trip and sell a bunch of garbage. Maybe I'll even sell a stack of potions. I don't know. They're so common now. Catherine. This always makes me feel like I'm saying, Anne Catherine. You know, I haven't read The Dragon Riders of Pern. I have read so many of so many fantasy novels. But I'm still missing a few of the ones that everyone always references. I didn't get ambushed at the graveyard. I just walked over, looked at the graves, and then went back and said, "Hey, you! You're a liar!" And he was like, "Okay, I'm going to beat you up now." Let's see. Anybody have anything they need? Ooh, you leveled up? How'd I miss that? You know what? I don't think I really need some of these things. A wand of spell striking. I'll hold on to 1. Okay. 5 of these. 8 of these. Boy, I'm glad this innkeeper can afford all this. I still have blue dragon scales. Wait, I didn't use those? I better go and check that. Saspinar! It's weird. I could have sworn I did this. I have not. I haven't touched any of the Game of Thrones stuff, actually. I just finished Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. He's my favorite author. Let me see. Saspinar, that's who I'm here to visit. Just finished that after reading Edge Dancer.
Saspinar gladly serve the great one. Saspinar make good butler, yes? Would you like? The flail of many heads. Okay.
Yeah, I know I did this. What happened?
Never used this recipe before. Could be messy. Enjoy.
Well, whatever. We'll do it. We'll get it taken care of now.
What's this?
Ooh.
Hammer? Bhaal once dropped hammer on big godly toe. Jump around and swear for days he did. Kicked poor me all the way to Baldur. Very bad week, that.
Very bad week, that.
Stands back then. Never used this recipe before. Could be messy.
Well, there's that.
Now Saspinar goes
But
back to his duty.
I don't know.
Oh,
I still.
yes.
I read
Lots of goodies to find.
I read the
Lots
first
to
Dark
find.
Tower, and I keep meaning to go back and look more at that because, you know, I like gunfighters, I like wizards, but the first Dark Tower book just didn't catch me. I also didn't care a lot for the first Sword of Shannara, but the Elf Stones of Shannara was really good. The third one was okay. There's like 1,000 million more Shannara I haven't looked at yet with all kinds of different stuff. The Elf Stones though was really good. There was a lot I liked about it.
Okay.
Stormlight Archives. Absolutely. The Way of Kings is my favorite fantasy novel. I mean, I really like the Wheel of Time, but the first few Wheel of Times were mostly Tolkien knockoffs. The Way of Kings, though, every scene in that book is doing multiple things at once. It's really good. And Oathbringer and Words of Radiance, they're good, but they're not quite as good as the Way of Kings. I feel like he put way more effort into the Way of Kings than he has the last couple, which isn't to say he's skimping. It takes him like a year to make each one, but of solid effort. But with Mistborn, I really like Wax and Wayne. I really like the Wax and Wayne books. But the original trilogy, I came to really dislike Sazed by the third book. Yes. And just some of the other stuff that was going on in it, I was just, he's trying to be so clever with Ruin and the changing text and everything else, but I liked the first Mistborn more than I liked 2 and 3. Though I did like Duralumin. I tend to fixate on the magic system. I tend to fixate on... I have friends who read the Stormlight Archive also, and, you know, who reads a lot more Game of Thrones type political intrigue stuff, and he sees all these things coming politically between characters, and then he's completely baffled by other things, you know, by stuff relating to the magic system that I saw coming, like, way, way ahead. I'd be throwing out spoilers to get into it, but I tended to see things about the magic system and would sometimes understand some of the things Kaladin would and would not touch. I'd actually like pick up on why and what's going on, but then be completely surprised by political turns and things between characters where I'm like, whoa, what? So, anyway. Is that it? Oh, yes, I need that. Tolkien is not the father of fantasy. Okay. I need to get a hold of the what's it called? Jack Vance stuff, the Dying Earth books that are supposed to be the inspiration of D&D's magic system. Okay. I read a lot of fantasy. I read a lot of old fantasy and sci-fi. Okay, there are many veins in fantasy. For example, one vein I've traced back, I usually refer to it as the Wizard of Oz type fantasy, but you'll see it in things like Xanth and stuff. The furthest I can trace that vein back is Pilgrim's Progress. Pilgrim's Progress is the first in what I call the Wizard of Oz vein. You have low fantasy, like brutal stuff like Conan the Barbarian. Way predates Tolkien. You have authors like Clark Ashton Smith. You have, speaking of the Wizard of Oz, Frank L. Baum, he wrote a lot of fascinating fantasy short stories with just all kinds of silly premises and things. What Tolkien did was he established epic fantasy, specifically epic fantasy, and
I should use nature's magic.
like a lot of the things we take for granted about the fantasy genre, the way magic and stuff is, wasn't present in his. However, he was so ridiculously influential that tons and tons of other authors just played Follow the Leader. Even The Wheel of Time. The first 3 books of The Wheel of Time was another Tolkien knockoff. The first short, Sword of Shannara, I just felt like I was reading a Tolkien knockoff, like over and over again. But The Wheel of Time, I think Robert Jordan did more for epic fantasy than any other author since Tolkien, because he grew out of it. He didn't have any elves, he didn't have any dwarves, and once you got to about book 4 on, it becomes less and less Tolkien-ish. I mean, you still have your orcs, or Trollocs as they're called, you still have your ring wraiths, stand-ins, kind of, although they become more interesting and developed. But he grows a much more interesting world, and his magic is so much more... There's just so much more of it, and so much more it can do. And he drops his resident every fantasy world has a resident Gandalf. Okay, not every, but so many. Then along we get to Brandon Sanderson, who's inspired by Robert Jordan, and he makes fantasy. It's like, welcome to a world where all the grass retracts into rock buds. Everything moves. And you don't have birds, you have sky eels, and like everything, from the food to the cultures, everything is just something we've never seen before. And the magic system is just something completely new. It's just a fantastic world. And although he gets to do the last few Wheel of Times, he actually ends up with it. I feel like he's already inspired the next generation of authors. He is a college professor at Brigham Young University. He is training our new fantasy authors right now. When he started out, the other fantasy authors all thought he was insane when he was describing his ideas. Like, limitations are more interesting than powers. Stuff like that he talks about. Don't make your system deeper, not wider. And I've read novels by more recent authors that are clearly being inspired by him. I think that he's pivoting the epic fantasy genre, but there are still genres of fantasy that have no relation to Tolkien, that are still running, are still going. You usually see them more often in short stories than long form. But yeah. I completely reject that Tolkien is the father of modern fantasy. He is a powerful influence, and there are a lot of followers, but we still get authors like Piers Anthony. Piers Anthony's been writing bestsellers this whole time. His work does not bear any resemblance to Tolkien. Very, very little of Tolkien's influence can be seen in any of his works, for the most part. Yeah, Conan the Barbarian. Robert Jordan did some great Conan the Barbarians, by the way. Okay, that is... D&D has quite a bit of history to its influences. If you get a hold of the really old books, it looks way different. You'll find more of Moorcock, Michael Moorcock, in it. Michael Moorcock's another interesting developmental figure in fantasy, who I believe he might still be writing. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I know he did a Doctor Who novel of all things some years ago.
Inactive outward, inactive inward. Why do I suffer these fools?
Would you lot shut up? I'm talking. Anyway. Let me do a thing here. There, that should silence it. Anyway, yes, it was, especially in the middle. It panned out to be about the best fantasy novel series, in my opinion, for, you know, until more recently. But it could use an abridged. Oh, the purists would scream and rail against it, but I would reduce the series. I would cut out so much that the series would be several books shorter when I was if I were to. But of course, I would never never be allowed such liberties. I would never be let anywhere near it. Okay, so D&D started out as chainmail, which was completely medieval. No magic, no fantasy. Then he made a fantasy variant, kind of like how Warhammer in Warhammer 40k you had these two variants, and 40k became so successful that most people forget that the original game even existed. That kind of happened with D&D, and he just abandoned chainmail and just stuck to the fantasy one. But he brought in, if you get a hold of the old books, you'll find characters, gods, all kinds of stuff just straight up lifted from all the popular fantasy series. And then they were later forced by courts to pull all of that back out of their game piece by piece. But they had all kinds of stuff in there at one point in time. And if you dig around in the old books, you can take some of that and reverse engineer it today. Let's see. Okay, we can make juggernaut golems. What do you mean too far away? Should be too far away. Negative plane protection. Immune to fear. Huh. That's pretty awesome. So, it's basically Vorpal against the undead. Mass cure? Nice. I wish it kept a perpetual fire giant thing. If I fight the undead, I'll want to equip that. If I remember right, that was useless to me. Let's see, this is... Let's see, which is better? The Mace of Disruption... or... definitely the Rune Hammer. Okay, you're my new Mace of Disruption.
Ooh, shiny ones.
What was a Dwarven rune doing in a woodcutter's house anyway? Yeah, those I think I have to say especially the last 3 Wheel of Times. I know it was after Jordan died, but those 3 were just amazing. But the series had a lot to love about it. And let's be grateful, because level drain is a pain in the butt. I am not a fan of level drain as a mechanic. I think level drain and rust monsters have their place, but that place is generally far away from the party, showing up on rare occasions. The threat of rust monsters can be more fun than the actual encounter with them. Like, oh no! It's a pit full of rust monsters! Oh shit! The enemy's trying to bull rush us into that! Your players will be so much more scared than if it was just a pit of lava. They'll just be like, no! I do not want! Could never have too many whirlwinds. Though I feel like I have too many whirlwinds. Yeah, but then there's vampires, there's all those shadow creatures.
Good, my opinion of this group.
I'm glad that didn't work.
Evidently
Right.
so.
Dark elves. Let's start checking for traps. If I remember right, I have to fight an army down here. In a hallway. Oh! Mycon is! What are you guys doing defending the drow? Okay. Let's just back up.
Have you nothing else to do but bother me?
I think one of these should clean this mess up a little. No Elder Umber Hulk, so we're okay there. So many spores. You guys remember to bring your gas masks, right? Kill it! Yeah, can give one character permanent immunity. But when you're fighting multiple and they're messing up your party... Spiders now! Mutated spiders. We saw some of those in Watcher's Keep. The spider, it's super poisonous. Alright, who's throwing spells from back there? Oh, just another Umber Hulk. Yeah, you're not likely to confuse us. That...
Useless weapon.
Let's take a moment. Let's just take a second here. Maybe now's a good time to, I don't know, put up a few protective spells. Maybe just a few things.
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
Let's see. Let's see. Go ahead. Super haste.
Let me help you.
You can set yourself on fire.
Skills, I see.
Summoning.
Victory shall be ours.
And elementals. Traps. I feel it.
I need something to punch or kick. It would be my pleasure.
I shall prevail.
What? God.
No traps. That felt like a trap spot. Just an ambush, huh?
Nothing.
What do you want? Certainly.
Yes.
Well, okay then. Whatever. Do we have a good old-fashioned death spell? I don't use that nearly enough. That's why I don't tend to use it much. Avoid death. Yep. Well. Who's next? Uh-oh. We still have a dog. Huh, what's this? What am I looking at? Doesn't seem to have a door. See, that's an entrance.
I swim in memories in such a place as this.
Oh well.
Most unpleasant memories.
Let's see, what else we got here? Loads and loads of junk. I'm just gonna hand these to you. I don't know why I'm even holding this.
Each new item restricts my movement.
Probably
further.
brewed it
I
up
can carry
and
no
then
more.
it's been sitting in my inventory. Speaking of brewing. Why aren't you brewing? I told you make potion. What's wrong with you? Harlequin, have you stopped taking orders? Or is it because you've got a Tensor's transformation? Does that count as a spell? Huh. Tensor's transformation. Can't. Just can't.
Don't yell. I can hear you. It shall be done with skill and care.
Not a
If
conventional lock. I see. So, like it or not, we go through here. I think we're gonna go rest. I think we burned up our best spells. Well, a few of our best spells anyway. No sense going into battle missing critical components. Alright.
Go bother someone else.
I feel like doing a full-time stop. Okay. I mean, alacrity is strictly better than time stop, but I just love combining them, you know? So you lot tend to be highly resistant, do you? Okay, fine. But I'm gonna make you resist a lot. Make you resist a storm. Also, I'm gonna buff myself. Make a simulacrum. But just drop a comet. Webble's already proven to be useless. Can you resist acid arrows? It's a conjuration. I'm supposed to be able to resist that kind of stuff. Let's see, what else should I throw? How about another horrid thing? Surprise! It's an elemental prince. It looks to be, this one looks to be made out of knives. Have fun with that. I like how they keep screaming that they rule supreme, even as they're being torn apart by mostly non-drow.
Jon Johnson at your service. What?
Let's see. True sight, please. A knife elemental from the plane of knives!
Just do what needs to be done. Done with this face.
Weren't expecting the plane of knives, were you? Nah, just... Silver amulet. What is this? Could it be some ingredient to one of Saspinar's recipes? Is it just me, or does Saspinar sound like a kind of drink? I'll take 2 sarsaparillas and a Saspinar on the rocks. Probably just me. Amulet of cheetah speed. Movement rate increased by 2. Does this stack with Paws the cheetah? This amulet grants its wearer fleetness of foot. Not surprisingly, it is very popular among fleeing felons, travelers, and cowards. I kind of like what I'm wearing right now, though. This game really should have had a key ring. Does not stack. Well, that's useless to me. Alright. Let's see. That's it? I guess I just needed the key. Silly dark elves. Don't leave the key to some place in another place. That's just asking for somebody to murder everyone and get it. Again? Already? Elsewhere. I guess I have divination now.
Your answer will not sit well with my master, Sendai.
A meeting of the minds, eh?
You dare threaten me here, in my own enclave?
Balthazar's army grows stronger with each passing day, Sendai. You know how this will end.
Begone, and tell your master I know who my true allies are.
So be it. Your fate is sealed, Sendai. You and all your kind.
You let him get away with saying that to you?
Forgive me, mistress. An intruder has entered our underground complex, and the sentries have not yet reported back.
Sniveling maggots. I cannot waste my time with such petty annoyances. Set the slaves in the north tunnels and release my pets into the south. That should put an end to this intruder.
Yes, Mistress Sendai. It shall be as you command.
I choose both paths. Still waiting for word on that desync. So, let's see. Ugh, you really hate carrying those, don't you? Alright, let's see. Let's just go shopping. Or selling, as the case may be. Go, 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 go! I remember fighting my way through an army in the slaves' hall.
You must gather
Didn't they have, wasn't it a whole bunch of Druger, if I remember right? Or am I misremembering? Why are you so slow? You've got the paws the cheetah, you've got the strength score. Why are you slow? Oh, because you're wearing something. Huh. +1 strength, except you have this. Something was interfering somewhere. I'll see what it was. Something. Alright. We have gathered our party. Now we must venture forth. Yep, she's slow. Oh, that's what it was. Ah, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Okay. Well, you don't need these anymore. Right, this is one of the things I accounted for. Somehow I loaded back before I had done them, and I don't know how. Boots? Boots? You could wear a hand on your feet. No? Alright. No boots? I'll find her something to put on her feet later. We'll just dump our stuff and head back to Sendai's enclave. Yeah, we can even spend the night at the inn instead of in our hellscape. Our own little private corner of hell. Not many adventuring parties can boast
I
such.
got some cheap beer for ya.
Alright, let's see. Not that. I could, but I'd be annoyed by the constant pausing when I'm not running it. And I don't really need to set the auto pause. I can just tap spacebar. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Right, there was something about a bow. Okay, I guess not right now. Mercenaries attacking mercenaries? What's this now? Where? Where is it happening? Murder is going on and I'm missing it. And a cat ate a rat, apparently.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
Oh well, whatever.
I got some cheap beer for ya.
Okay, there we go. Should be day again now, yes? Good. Alright, something about...
You deserve
The monster comes, prepare your weapons as my dark elf friend walks through. Aww.
Can't you see I'm busy? My archers need to stay in top form. I can't be wasting my time yapping with some slack-jawed yokel.
This is a private session. No one asked you to stick your nose in. Now quit bothering me. That's it. I'm sick of your annoying interruptions. We've got a new target, men. Fire! Wow. Really? I'd love to throw a spell, but there's a small boy standing in the middle of this. Alright, everybody get in there. What a stupid mercenary. How did his company live this long?
Don't really need my skills, I see.
Perhaps some stone skin. Let's see. Dark fire bow. Okay, that's a thing. Everything goes in the sack. I kind of want to make a main character who wields flails. That flail of ages is awesome. So I guess Balthazar's army just took a hit. I hope he didn't already make the down payment on this army. Where'd they get all this +3 chainmail from? And they're using +1 bows and swords. Ah, well. Nobody else is gonna use a bow, so I don't use it. Are these chess pieces? Just left lying about? Oh well, no matter.
I got some cheap beer for ya.
Alright, and... Boy, it's just... I Fill the sack, empty the sack. Fill the sack, empty the sack. Fill the sack. Ah, well, I don't mind. Maybe that Darkfire bow can get an upgrade from Sassy. I'll worry about that later. Let's tear our way through the Dark Elven City. Really? But the +5 one, well, it's +5, so it can hit things that, and look at it. It gets +2 to each of these. A D6 +6 +2 2 2 2 2. So good. As for her movement speed, oh, even if I switch weapons, it's still slow. Oh wait, no, that's because I put the 1 sec. What if I just do this? There we go, she's at full speed again. All I have to do is remember to click on this when she's in battle. Fixed. Problem solved. Why aren't you moving?
So be it.
I guess that cow had him trapped somehow. Alright. Moving on. We'll make short work of this place.
We should kill something soon. My impatience grows.
All right.
Do not. I fear nothing.
Well. Do I even need to buff for this? I don't think so.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Through destiny and
Whoa.
might, we shall rule supreme.
Darrow Berserkers. On the Berserk States and let's see. Forward, slaves! Destroy the intruder! Or the mistress will flay our flesh until we beg flay our flesh until we beg for death.
Pay for your sins!
Here. I am yours to command.
I think so, yeah. It just makes haste unworkable. Oh, we're back to stuff I can't take out into the sunlight.
I'll see you in the ground! That's her command.
What the slaves? Why aren't they dead yet? Keep fighting.
Guide my hand.
Okay, let's see. Let's start by summoning.
Have you nothing else to do but bother me?
Let's see. Sure would be nice if you'd level up there, Jan. And get, finally, access to the 9th level spells.
Victory shall be ours.
I think we need a little touch of healing. Yes. Death! 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 Oops, ran out.
I'll see you in the ground!
Let's see. We'll just throw some more summons on this side.
You are a slippery one!
Oh, good, a level up. Ah, an elemental prince. That should keep things.
Right.
Alright, let's see. Oh, you don't know Greater Death Blow yet. Why have they not fallen? The mistress shall feed you all to the Spider Queen's children! Regular Death Blow isn't good enough, huh?
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
Let's take our level up. I guess I feel like having a exploding trap. That might be fun. Let's set it right here.
I await your command.
Ooh, what's that? It's Aurochs. Down the Aurochs, huh? Let's see. Perhaps we should pick up the pace a little. I could do that next.
What can I do?
Yes.
Let's see. How about another of those? Forward! What are these? I think I should stop picking up +1 things.
Pay for your sins. The best officer is
Incompetent slaves! I shall kill them! Let's see. I think more of these.
Let me help you.
Perhaps a whirlwind.
What do you wish?
Tear them apart.
I need something to punch or kick.
If that is your will.
I'm not even using my potions.
Slippery.
Yawn.
How about another one of this? Let's see, I know the slave master must have fallen. His gear has to be in here somewhere. Just hold still. I don't see anything special in here.
We should kill something soon. My impatience grows.
A battle axe. Oh, there was another one of them. Am I missing something? I don't see anything. Battle axe of Molitor! During the Tetherian Civil War, the battle axe of Molitor was in the possession of the House of Ossind. The noble family was betrayed while trying to flee the country, and Molitor, the lead guard and personal friend, took up the axe and sacrificed himself to buy enough time for his companions to flee. His battle cry was favored by the gods and was echoed across the lands as a symbol of devoted friendship and loyalty. Thus, the magical axe was used to uphold the virtues against those who lacked honor and courage. It's just a +2 axe. I just killed the slave master, but I'm not seeing any special gear. I don't see a whip of skull smash, flesh rending, or anything here. Maybe this? Blade Mail of the Dark! It's just +1. Why does this deserve a story? Oh well, let's go. Dark Lord Hortios, undead warlord of Bane, wore this piece of armor for over 500 years. During this time, he was rumored to dwell in a castle somewhere within Earthfast Mountain. How the armor moved to other lands without him is not certain, though the separation of the two was surely unpleasant. Yes, I got this thing. No, not that thing. This thing. It's full of fire and ice. Which would be cool if it actually added fire and ice damage to my arrows, though it doesn't seem to. I'm not convinced it's better than what I'm wielding right now. But I haven't shown it to Saspinar, so... Well, it looks like the slave master didn't drop anything of interest.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Well, that was fun. Let's go down the other hallway. Oh no, they got through the animal hall. Quick, redirect the slaves. Looks like all the slaves are dead, mistress. What? Yeah, looks like they wiped them both out.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Ooh, mutated spiders. Don't like.
Death comes. Feel its icy breath.
Okay, we don't want to get poisoned. You know what doesn't get poisoned? Elementals. It's awful hard to poison fire.
Victory!
Go bother someone.
Nah, I think they've got it. We'll just do this. Okay.
Fine, fine. Just stop pestering me. Have you nothing else? Yes. Oh,
And
right.
win.
Turnip reflex. You know, this reminds me of that
Probably
time
web traps. Yeah, this is a place for web traps.
Yes, yes. A standard tactic, that. Oh, I can do that.
Get it! Caution is advised. Let me see. We need more summons. How about simulacrum? No, the sword.
What?
The djinn. And the aerial servant.
Don't I can't. I'm not that.
Ah, come on, you're supposed to spot those. Ooh, it's not webbing. What is it doing? Somebody leveled. Oh, the person who gets nothing from her levels. You only gained a 7th level spell just to show me up, didn't you? Because I said you weren't going to get anything. Fine, take Shield of Archons.
You're the answer. Yes, yes. A standard tactic, that.
Whoops. Ooh.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
I can do that. You need my skill? Got it.
Throw those away.
Uncle Spanky Thumb! Beware! Your knees are my Uncle Spanky Thumb!
Get rid of it. Thank you.
Power to be found
Whoa,
in
shit.
places such as this.
Cry for your life.
Whoa.
Are over.
I am yours to command.
Poison, poison, poison. Ah, here we go. Poison is what I'm really... Oh, doggone it, again?
And here.
Shit. You just drank a thing. You're not going to be allowed to drink another one.
Shar, I shall follow your strength.
You sound like Goladon. Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Instant speed? Of course not.
Do not presume.
You drink it. We need more summons.
Johnson, at your service. I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the Onion Famine.
Oh, that took a long time.
I will carry no more. You may scrounge for what I've dropped upon the ground.
You will carry more, Viconia. You have no say in the matter. Your mistress demands it. Why do you have a girdle of hill giant strength? I'm running around with this. Does anybody need a belt of strength? Let's see, you've already got that. You could use it. That would mean giving her this, but it's something she can actually use. Something you can use. It's not much, but hey, every little bit helps. What am I doing with these spears? There.
Jacques, I serve Shar above all others, but I shall remain with you for now.
Okay. No more getting yourself murdered, please.
It shall be done with skill and care.
Well, I suppose I could do this. I suppose the old junk summons might do.
At once, your worship.
Very well. What can I could have?
You sound. I'll do it for a turnip.
Let me help you. Excellent.
What? You know, this reminds me of that time way back.
Hello there, phase spider.
Your knees are don't. Yes, yes. A standard tactic, that.
There. Well, thank you. Well,
I need something as you wish.
Oh, I could do that.
What do you want of me?
let's see. Do that.
Pardon, turnip reflex.
I shall do what is required.
You need. I think we make a fine partnership, like Drist and Wolfgar,
It would be my pleasure.
Elminster and Volo. Huh, we should go into the mobile vegetable peddling business together.
There.
Yes, a standard tactic. That
Oh, is that all? Oh, it's over already. Well, better go back and heal. Now the easy part is done. Hey, Sass!
Caspinar is good. Caspinar glass. Okay, well,
Ah,
I don't
nothing to
see
do with the new
anything
bow,
else I
huh?
can make.
Well, that's
So much
disappointing.
for that.
Oh, well.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya and all that. Caspinar, go on now. I want a nap, maybe.
If I drop a hammer on my toe, I promise never to kick you all the way to Baator. Sass. That's how you know I'm a good master.
Yes, it is.
A good great one. Oh, okay.
My heart is filled with joy.
Haven't been seeing a lot of good bows lately. Oh, the whole city's not gonna attack me. I got things all set up and everything. Oh, here they are.
I fear nothing.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
Oh, hi, bunch of Umberhawks. I made all my saves. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's what it should be looking like. Do it again.
Is there a griffin about?
Let's see. Choose sight is critical when fighting dark elves. And summons. Why should I fight my own battles when I can summon others to do it for me? This Juggernaut Golem's pretty good. Looks like we need more. Oh, wow, you managed to cut through all my summons. Good job. Have some more. Well, I guess you've earned the chance to die at my hands. Ah, sorry to hear that. Yep. Tomorrow. Ooh, what's this? Never mind, it's just one of those +3s. Should I even bother collecting this junk? Suppose I might need money. I might find myself in desperate need of something. I don't know what. Something, though. Saspinar eats money whenever he makes stuff. Maybe he'll be what I need. Alright, in the bag, all of you. Boy, the amount of powerful magical weapons that are going to be on the market after all this.
This isn't boring. I'll give it that.
I like your laughter, Saravok. It adds flavor to these
I await your
fights.
command.
Ooh, let's see. Right, you were upping the crossbow on the off chance that you use that. Let's see, and you... deadlier than ever. Hardiness. Oh. Whoa! That's a lot.
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
A time stop.
Yes.
Oh, you almost got up and struck him. You could have stopped this. But that chance is past now. Now he's got all these buffs.
What is it now?
Let's see. I think some junk summons ought to help. Or at least it'll make it more confusing for my enemies. Now, let's see. I should have a chain lightning in here somewhere. Or two. Two chain lightnings. Or wilting.
Yes, I see.
Oh, you killed all of my summons already? Yeah, well, say that after you've captured me and put me in a cage. Until you can do that, you ain't ruling nothing. Bhallspawn rules supreme. Another heap. Hold on. Didn't I have... Oh, here it is. Okay. Time to use that second sack. You had lots of good stuff, though. Man, you liked manufacturing katanas.
This isn't boring. I'll give it that.
Okay. Excellent. Well, what lies beyond this door?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Beware! Your knees are mine!
And traps. And this belongs to you. Let's see, where to begin with this? A spell strike, of course.
Jon Janssen at your service.
A breach is always welcome.
I am yours to command.
Yeah, the Undead Bane thing seems good.
Let me help you.
Perhaps a whirlwind. A greater evasion and a whirlwind. Okay. Hit him with that dispelling sword of yours.
I need something to punch on.
Use the +4 weapon.
Weapon is faulty.
Then I'll try something different.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. True sight, huh? Symbol of stun. Well, that could be a problem. Symbol of fear. Okay, but not summoning, not insta-killing.
Go bother someone else.
Up, you managed to fear yawn. Spell strike him, I say. Let's see. Perhaps some self-hasting is in order. Okay, everybody dogpile.
Weapon is faulty.
Okay, while you're doing that, reappear, mister.
Now try something different. Now try something different.
Ooh, you managed to fear and confuse
Try
Sarevok.
something different.
Weapon is faulty.
Come on, I'm hasted, I'm Tensor's transformation, and I'm swinging a dispelling sword into you. Thank you. Pommel Jewel. Heart of the Damned. Eye of Tyr, that's one of the things I needed. A gift from the god of justice. This pommel gem gleams with holy fire. If the burning stone were set into the hilt of a weapon of virtue, the result would be a blade capable of carving a righteous swath through all the evils that plague the realms. Yes. I'll just have Saspinar, an imp from hell, install that, and then I, an evil jester, will wield it. You've seen enough rune-covered rocks to know that this fist-sized stone recovered from the Lich will protect you against powerful spells of warding. The Heart of the Damned is an ancient, dried human heart. It takes the name from the legend of a man that it came from. Legend has it that during a war, the cause of which has long been forgotten, a keep was besieged. The lord of the keep knew the walls would soon be overrun. And, rather than have his people enslaved, he slew them all! When the besiegers next attacked, they found the Lord standing among the slain. The Lord was burned at the stake, but the legends say that his heart would not burn. The heart is an artifact of significant malevolent power that may be of some use. Sounds like something a dark elven lich would have.
What do you want of me?
And would you quit running back and forth over all the traps? Skull of the Lich. Magic resistance? Just cast it. Never mind the fool wandering back and forth. Pooh. Well, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I will return imminently. Arrgh. Maybe he'll finish his running back and forth like a fool by then.
Ho hum, ho hum. Oh look, did the grass just grow another half inch? wonders.
Alright. I was halfway wondering if Ian would still be running back and forth. Okay, great. Can I cast this now? Thank you. Can't bring anybody afraid into Bhaal's pocket dimension. No. The lower planes are not for people who are in fear. Okay. Let's see now. Saspinar, I need you.
Saspinar.
Yes.
Sword that burns. I keep. What a
Yeah.
big sword you have.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. Both the Eye of Tear, so we can upgrade both of them at the same time. An old recipe. Add life-draining powers. Oh yes. How do you have a recipe for combining the Sword of Grief with the Heart of the Damned? They're unique. This could be exactly what Saravok needs.
Holy Avenger sword, huh? Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Never used that recipe before. Could be messy. Enjoy.
You know, I think Throne of Bhaal has more voice acting than the previous games.
Yes. Lots of goodies to find.
Graham, the Sword of Grief. Yay! We've made this unholy weapon even more unholy. Poison damage, save versus death, or lose 1 level. I think... Oh, alright, we'll put it on you a second. Meanwhile, this is now +6! It's +6 now, that's great. It's important.
Ooh, shiny ones.
Alright. You know, I really like this Soul Reaver thing with its cumulative penalty thing, and I like the Silver Sword, and I like the Sword of Chaos, but one of these things has to go. I think this is now your default weapon. Yeah. I mean, not to say that the Silver Sword ain't good, but I think this is where it's at now. Really? I can't put rope in that. Oh, right. Whoops, wrong container. That's why. Oh, nothing wanted that Skull of the Lich, did it? Oh, well, that was great. I'm so glad I encountered that random Lich.
Yes? What do you wish?
A pair of two-handed sword wielders. That did more for my party than, well, than a lot of other things I've encountered. Elsewhere. I'm so glad I've got clairvoyance and clairaudience somehow.
Mistress, your plan has failed. Your servants have been slaughtered and the invader continues to advance.
Slaughtered? And the intruder yet lives? Impossible!
I swear it is true, mistress. And forgive me, mistress, but there is something else.
If you value your life, you will cease your stammering and speak, Captain.
I have learned that the intruder is a Bhallspawn. We are under assault from Gorian's ward.
No! Why was I not told of this immediately? They must be stopped.
Yes, mistress. What are your orders?
This Bhallspawn is far too powerful to trust their destruction to your incompetent hands, Captain. You are of no further use to me. Diatha, my priestess, destroy this intruder. Gorian's ward must not be allowed to reach this chamber.
You should throw all of your mind flayers in too. I hate fighting mind flayers. You should use them.
Yes, mistress. I will do as you command.
Do not underestimate this invader's power. Stop them at any cost. If you fail, Diatha, you will share the same fate as the unfortunate captain.
See, if you were really going to do this at any cost, you would just collapse all of your tunnels. You just teleport out and just collapse the entire complex.
Of course, Mistress Sindai. I will unleash all of your drow forces against our foe.
That's at any cost. Just evacuate and collapse. Let's see. Let's try this direction, eh? Is that a chainmail, I think? Whoops. No, no. There we go. Keep those. In the sack with you. Ha ha ha. Oops, this is just another direction I could have come from. Right, right. Okay, then this is the direction we must now traverse. You can try to run away. Alright.
Have you nothing else to do but bother me?
Victory shall be ours.
This will not be as easy as what we've been through before now.
What should I fetch now?
This won't require me to go all out.
Yes.
But it will require some effort, at least.
What? Is there a griffin about?
Yes, a bit.
Okay, let's see. It's almost done. Defensive harmony might be nice.
What is it now?
Protection from the elements. Onto you. I don't have enough hit points. And of course, Tensor's transformation. True sight.
Someone else.
Did you forget your? Oh no, you already have a stone skin. Never mind. Put that on her. Okay. I know you, Harlequin. You have power, but you are not drow. By Sendai's will, you will be slaughtered in this place. Fool! I am drow. You are not, but Iblith. Filth! Sendai need not be bothered, for I shall destroy you. Enter Agrimok's chamber if you dare. Defeat him, and I shall face you myself. Boy, he's a little behind the times, isn't he?
Pardon, turnip reflex. Oh, I can do that.
Okay, fine. Greater Earth Elementals, I summon those. Oh, hey, it's the Prince of Earth.
Trust is not even a dent.
He doesn't like her. Is it because she constantly summons him and forces him to do her bidding? He recognizes Draconia.
You are a slippery one. You sound like Golodar.
Let me see. Well, you got your revenge on her. I hope you enjoyed it, Mr. Elemental, because that won't happen again. Still have to fight the Prince of Air.
I will carry no.
And I guess the Prince of Water, which we've never seen, could show up. Am I still using Ankeg Plate from Baldur's Gate 1? I think I would have phased that out by now.
I shall follow your strength.
Let's see. Hammer. Flail. What, that's it? Fine then. Vampires! Hey, a demon knight. I remember you from, the bottom of, oh dear, that's a lot of demons and things. Hey, random assortment of foes! To test my +6 sword on. You fought the elemental prince and won, but I am not so easy to kill. Destroy them, my minions. Yeah, good luck fighting her.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
She's kind of a monster. More so than all of you.
I can hear you just fine.
And she relishes in that fact.
Yes, it is.
Delights in it. I could use some of these.
What can I do?
Punch that.
Sarabak stands ready.
Let's see, how about I do that just to be sure.
Let me help.
And you
Show me.
wow, you went down way easier than the elemental prince.
I await your...
Let's see. Junk. Now, what is this? Dark Steel Shield. Fashioned from Dwarven Dark Steel, this heavily enchanted armor provides more protection than most suits of armor. Legend hold it was meant to be presented as a gift to the Dwarven hero Glimred Heavyhand. But his hands were too heavy and he couldn't move around the room anymore. He couldn't pick up the shield because he couldn't lift his arm. He disappeared on an ill-fated quest into the bowels of the marching mountains before the work was completed. With Glimred God, the shield was sold to the highest bidder, though the Dwarven smith refused to divulge the mysterious buyer's identity. Pretty nice. It's a really great shield. I wish I had somebody who used shields. Okay, occasionally he uses a shield. Oh. 15? Huh. Hey! Is it... No, it's a rogue level. Alright, fine. Whatever. We really shouldn't teach Jan to do this. We'd be using it on our own party members all the time. Spike trap, huh? Sure, why not?
Mr. Command.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
What am I missing?
Shaw guides
You're
my
the
hand.
something else to do but
bother
service.
me.
What's going on? Everybody's here, right?
Victory shall
Let's
be
go
ours.
ahead and
You
use
know
a
this.
heal.
Jacques.
You can't move. Fine. Fine! We can fix this. Do it. Hold on a second.
I swim in memories in such a place as this. Most unpleasant memories.
Alright. Why can't we seem to pull this off? Do it! There it goes. That time it worked. Alright, so if I rest her... Should I change it out? No, I do like throwing blades, and it's still a good thing to do sometimes. There. Okay, everybody. That just sucked all our buffs off. Oh well, we got good mileage out of our buffs. We might be okay
You
here.
must gather your party before venturing
Through destiny and might, we shall
So you're the one who caused so much trouble. I must admit, I am not impressed. Sendai thinks she can stop me by constantly throwing these pathetic slaves in my way. Your slaughter-filled progress has greatly alarmed my mistress. I will defeat you, and my reward will be truly worthwhile. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Why do you address me as such, beholder? You have a most peculiar attitude. I shall have to report it to the mistress soon. Oh, never mind that. I always wanted to say that. And there you go, getting all upset. I just had to comment here before this Bhallspawn squashes you into so much mush. That may not necessarily happen. Oh, yes. Anyhow, on the off chance you do manage to kill this Bhaalspawn, won't Sendai just go to the matron mothers and take all the credit for her greedy little self? You, speak truth, my monoocular friend. Monoocular? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's not very good at counting. I would rather claim the credit for such a deed myself. Have you a suggestion? I'm just thinking it would be so much better if you fought Harley Quinn in single combat. Then you could claim to have killed her all by yourself. Even the matrons couldn't refute that. Parades, gold, a new torture rack. It'd all be yours. Excellent. Not to worry, I have it covered. I happen to have a little gay spell with me here. Loser of the match dies along with all their allies in the room. What do you say? Are you a gambling woman? That's not what a gay spell normally does. This is a pretty epic spell there. Once you're ready to start, I'll cast a gaze. So, when one of you dies the fight, everyone who followed that person dies with them. Except you, of course. Cast your spell, beholder. We will begin immediately. Harlequin, prepare yourself. All right. I'm good at these one-on-one affairs. Especially since I have things like stone skin and mirror image. Ooh, he's casting something too. The spectator's using true sight, is it? Oh, power attack. Nice. Epic level ability there. Oh. Oh. ho 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 ho. 2, 3. Ooh, he healed himself, did he? 4. He hasn't touched me yet. Just to be a jerk. I could use traps. Oh, what's this? Ah, so it ends. And so does my service with this particular drow dolt. I mean, what's with these drow? Have they nothing better to do than to summon me for their stupid tasks? Hi, aren't you the Baldur from Sagan City? That's me, and I can say again thank you for releasing me from one of the most boring tasks in creation. These drow will just never learn. I wonder how this quest would have gone differently if I hadn't spared that beholder. Oh, you know, find the nearest hive, check out the ladies. The usual. You? Right, well, don't take it personally, but I've got to go. Nature calls and all that. Just don't collapse the whole roof until after I'm gone, if you'd be so kind. I like that guy.
Diatha is dead, and the rogue Bhallspawn draws ever closer. Mythical, my Mind Flayer ally, you must stop the fool before this goes further. Do not wave your tentacles at me, Mythical! I have no other choice. My minions are slaughtered. Even my priestess has been destroyed. If you wish to feast on the brains of those that Bhaal enslaves, you will unleash your illithid on the Bhaal child that invades the Enclave. You must not allow the interloper to reach my inner sanctum.
I hate fighting those. Oh well. Let's see, we got ourselves a bowstring, some scimitars. Let's see.
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
What? You don't get an ability either? Couldn't pick up another 8th level spell for me?
Pardon, turnip reflex.
Pooh. That's unfortunate. Hurry up and gain your next level. I really want you to get to that 9th level magic, man. Well,
You
so
must
much for
gather
that.
your party before venturing forth.
This might
Kill it before it stuns us all. Oh, great. Return Cerebral.
Some destiny awaits.
I'll see you in the crowd.
You need more skills, I
well, let's try a... Do I even still have a basic dispel?
got it.
You do. Don't you? Yeah, there it is. Try that on Saravok.
I need that is all.
Nope. Liquid mercury. That was on my scavenger hunt list. Most smiths would be fascinated by a liquid metal in this vial. At the very least, a skilled craftsman could use this shimmering quicksilver to augment an existing weapon. I don't know how. Oh, nope, this won't last outside of the Underdark. Never mind, it's junk. The bowstring of Gond. Gond Worldbringer. The god of invention and innovation created this enchanted bowstring to improve the accuracy of even the most powerful magical bows. Oh, hello. I've got a Saravok tearing into my... Ah, shit, he got me. Pooh. My impatience. I want to use these buffs while I have them.
No mercy for those who oppose us!
Feel its icy
Oh, that went better.
Jacques.
Let's see. Tear into them. I thought you'd be largely immune to that, but I am mistaken.
What can I do?
Let's see. Do that.
Yes.
How about this? This is gonna suck.
Let me help.
And pummel that.
Very well.
Okay. We'll just leave her on the ground a little longer.
I need something to punch. What do you want?
I am yours. I shall follow your strength.
Oh, don't disrupt her spell.
No! It cannot end like this! I shall not allow it!
I can hear you just fine.
Victory shall be ours now, Natha.
What do you wish?
Yes, yes. A standard tactic, that. Turnip reflex.
Back on that dispelling effect. It's hard to fight against. You're all like stone skin, mirror image. Oh right, your sword dispels things. Okay, that leads someplace else. Oh, an arrow detonation. Vampiric illithid, huh?
Yes, Abil?
They've done some intelligence drain to me, have they? Alright. Poke out and rest up. And get my bow upgraded. I just happened to find this liquid mercury lying around. For no particular reason. Hey, I actually used that blade. Good.
Could be messy. Enjoy. Now Saspinar goes back to his duties. Oh, yes. Lots of goodies to find. Lots to collect.
Let's see. Bowstring of Gond. No. Ah, here it is. Yay! He's too far away. Fine. Harumph.
Well, string? Ooh, good string it is. Like string when you tie shoelaces together, but better. Okay.
Like string you used to tie shoelaces together, but better.
Could be mess. Enjoy.
Let's see. Darkfire bow plus 5.
Lots of goodies to find. Lots to collect.
I don't know. This does an added +2 piercing and a D8 electrical. But this is just a straight up +5 to Thaco. I think this is better. By like a lot. So we'll put that away. Right, of course. Here you go. Now you have a +5 weapon when you need it. Great. Excellent. Let's see. Potato chips. conjure thee.
Could we not have hired some poor fools to do this for us? This is no place for a man of my stature.
Going into a home of dark elves, then claiming it's not a place for a man of your stature,
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
is a good way to find poison in everything you try to eat forever. And knives in your back all the time.
My army has been slaughtered.
It's very annoying to make enemies of assassiny people.
You would have made a great ally to our cause. Alas, the time for such possibilities is past.
I don't know, you could still join my party if you like.
But the lives of my servants and slaves have not been spent in vain. They have bought me time to prepare a special surprise for you. Prepare to meet your end, Bhallspawn.
And the surprise is more combatants. Okay. I'm gonna give you a Juggernaut Golem and a Fallen Diva
Have nothing else to do but bother me.
and a Time Stop.
You sound like Golodon.
And how about a Pierce Magic? That's always a winner. And a Pummeling. And check out my sword now that I rubbed that heart all over it.
What? Is there equipment about?
Right, true sight then.
Yes.
Ah, excellent.
What should I fetch now?
Alacrity. Well, I know you're around here somewhere. Edwin loves showing off. Casting this and just suddenly getting all these buffs. An absolute immunity might be good too. What else? What else? What else? I want to use a big old area effect. Well, game. It's a lot of things hitting you. Your magic resistance better be... Wow, it's a work of art. Okay then. I hate those swarms.
Show me. So be it.
Stupid swarms. Why can't I seem to attack you? Got some nasty protection, huh?
I can hear you just
Try this. That seemed to work. Uh-oh.
Cry for your lives. They are over.
I think this is not going quite so well. That's better.
You are a slippery one.
Pick that up and drink it. And hope the drow didn't expect that and poison it. Okay.
It shall be done.
More, of course. Where'd my golem go? That looked like a rogue. Oracle, please. Ah! Why is there a permadeath? I know I keep asking that, but really, permadeath is stupid in this game. It doesn't belong in this game. I wonder. No, of course not.
Yes.
Tons of other options, but not that one. Alright.
Jacques.
Alright. Alright.
Let us do what needs to be done and be done with this place.
Alright.
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
What is it now?
Potentis.
Go bother someone else. I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
What can I do?
Okay. Next.
Jarl Johnson, your service.
Sight.
Victory shall be ours. You know.
Yes. What should I fetch now?
Okay. Let me see. What kind? How about abjuration? No, wait, conjuration.
To let the situation play itself out, perhaps it is best if I warn you now.
Yes, my dusky little margarita?
What?
What warning would that be?
What? You have a venomous spider on your neck, a lovely creature known for causing an agonizing, blood-curdling death within moments of injecting its nerve poison. You know, this reminds me of the time Uncle Scratchy laid me flat with the handle of a horseman's flail. Look behind you, he says. Why, what's behind me, I say? A Tiberian dung beetle, he cries, looking frantic. So I, of course, scream in terror and look behind me, and lost a bag of the most scrumptious turnips ever to come out of Scornubben. Ma Jansen was furious, and the lump was more painful than 6 weeks of the Kalashite itch. Oh, look, there it goes down the back of your shirt. And then there was that time I took a drow at his word. Bifflechips, says I, you had better be telling the truth. And, of course, he swore up and down he was. Needless to say, 4 weeks later I was stewing in the lower intestines of a giant cave worm. without even so much as a torch or a sense of irony. I would have been a goner if gnomes weren't well known for causing severe bouts of intestinal grass. I wouldn't scrub about so much, you foolish Jalak. You're likely to anger it, and I have no spell that can counteract its particular poison. Now, if I had a copper for every time... wait a sec, I feel something. Who's behind me? What is that back there? Did I not try to tell you? No doubt it's sinking its fangs in your gamey flesh as we speak. What? But I... Ah! No, I'm too young a gnome to die. Someone get me an antidote, an antidote. Pain gives me gas. Ah, I don't want to... Hey, wait a minute. That's a fly. A dead fly. You mean I ripped off my own shirt for nothing? Sometimes life has its little rewards, even for a drow. You're a cruel, cruel woman, Viconia. Garl, help me. But I am so turned on right now. All right now, I'm leaving. How?
Pardon, turnip reflex.
Yes.
What the hell?
Jacques.
Just what the hell?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me help.
No, wait, you already did that. Right. Let's do the headband of the devout.
Yes, Bill.
What is it?
Potentis.
I see.
All
I
right.
need something to punch
Final round.
I am yours to command.
As if I'd need fire giant strength when I've got ridiculously higher strength. I can't move if
You
I
sound
cast
like
that.
Go bother someone else.
All right, you. All right, so here's the plan. I'm gonna put summons at those doors.
Shaw, guide my hand.
Nope, no spells for you. Up.
What?
That.
What? Is there a griffin about?
Reach it.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
Spell strike it.
Victory shall be ours.
Pummel it.
What do you want? Do what is required.
How about a whirlwind? Summon more. Hi there. Okay. Uh-oh. They just eliminated the summons.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. By the way, Asilian Neil sends his regards. Just thought you'd like to know that.
Don't you? Yes, yes.
This looks more berserker-ish. Okay, keep summoning. Keep cutting through these.
What should I fetch now?
Jon Janssen.
What can I do?
Sarabok stands ready.
Okay, who's next? Oh, up here. Did your true sight get dispelled somehow? No matter, an oracle ought to fix that.
Let me help you.
Uh-oh. I'm still saving my time stop. Okay, stun.
I need something to punch or kick. You are a slippery one.
You sound got it.
What do you want? You should do what is required.
Walk around. Okay, next. Oh, an archer.
What? Is there a griffin about?
Somebody pass him one of these. I know he doesn't like them because they're heavy, but he needs them. Did you just teleport over there?
What can I pass?
I'll see you in the crowd.
So many. I think it's time to stop.
Let me help you. What is it?
Okay. That's been a lot of drow flying up my butt over here. Now let's take care of them. We'll give them something that's difficult to kill. Okay.
I need something.
Drink that.
Go bother someone else.
You are a slippery one.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
What do you want?
Got her.
Don't be starving or anything, but
I think Harlequin took out every single one of them herself.
Have you nothing else to do but bother me?
I see you. You are a slippery one.
I'll keep bringing them down. Let's see. What else should I do? That.
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
Just do that.
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
You're too far away.
Show me.
Servok, fight those.
What can I do?
Let's see. Last whirlwind.
You are a slippery one. Excellent.
I see you in the crowd. Your knees are mine.
Yes.
Let's see. What can I do to you?
What is it now?
I wonder what I have in this sequencer.
Let me help you.
Hopefully something highly unpleasant. Come on, dispel her with that sword of yours.
Go bother
Visible, huh?
I await your I fear nothing.
I fear nothing. I'm just gonna back up like you say, though.
Sharp guides my hand.
Trust us.
Come on. Keep hitting it with that sword to dispel all of her buffs.
I need something to punch or kick.
Let's see, you can use regular whirlwind, smite, death blow, critical strike. Let's see.
What do you want?
Pay for your sin.
Yes?
Victory shall be ours. You know this.
Heal him, please.
Jon Johnson at your service.
Come on.
What do you wish?
Okay. This onyx ring. I wonder what your onyx ring does.
Sarabok that so be it.
No! My ball essence is ripped from my very soul! Damn you! But I may yet rob you of the glory of your victory! Know this, even as I die. You are a fool. You have been used and misled.
No, I haven't.
Witness the truth to which you have been so blind.
Nah, everything's fine. Okay. I like how Verconia is still standing over there.
Godchild. You near the final stage of your destiny. All will become most complicated very soon.
Complicated?
We shall see. You have fought against brother and sister in recent days. Fought and prevailed as they arrayed their forces against you. You have done well.
Okay.
The most powerful children of Bhaal gathered themselves together years ago. You know them as the Five. Together, they hoped their power would destroy all others of their kind.
Yeah, but they're almost all gone now.
But what you do not know is why. What purpose your siblings have for their actions. You may suspect, but hear the truth from the lips of one you have murdered.
Okay.
Why am I cold? Why? Why is Yagashura disturbed?
Because I can.
You shall explain the truth of your actions, Spirit, to the one that killed you.
If I was killed by that one, then I don't owe nobody nothing.
You shall answer our questions of the five.
The five, huh? Yagashura owes them all right. Sure, I'll speak. I was approached when I was still at the temple, still being taught the powers of Bhaal by the old witch. The greatest of all the Bhallspawn were joining forces.
I wasn't.
We would defeat all others before us. Yagashura didn't trust the others. Figured sooner or later the Bhallspawn would turn on each other. Figured I was stronger than the rest of them, maybe. But not all of them together.
Yeah, you might have been. If you hadn't pissed off your mother.
So I joined.
Your adopted mother.
Raised an army of men and slaughtered all the Bhallspawn we could. Waiting for enough of the essence to collect in the abyss.
For Bhaal, the dead god, and your father to be resurrected as he had planned before his death.
And we would be his right hands, all five of us. That's what we were promised.
Yeah,
we would
right.
live as demigods, ruling Faerun with our power. It was worth taking a chance for, Yagashura thinks.
Why do you think you'd rule Faerun? Bhaal didn't rule Faerun before he was rezzed. Before he was dead. Ah, well, whatever.
So the five sought to resurrect your father and become demigods. What does this mean to you, godchild?
We'll keep him dead.
You are a fool to think the five are defeated now. Of all of Bhaal's children, who do you think possessed the most of his essence? You, certainly. But we five as well. How many of the five have you killed? Myself, Elisera, probably Abazigal, and Sendai too. That is a lot of Bhaal's essence. And still one Bhaalspawn remaining. Yes, Balthazar. If anything, fool, you have stirred Bhaal in his slumber. He is closer now to awakening than ever before.
The last of the five yet remains, godchild, and your father stirs. What will you do?
Slaughter, maim, destroy, what comes naturally.
Then continue on your path, godchild. I shall see you soon enough.
Open a door. Thanks. Yagashura, would you like to join my party? I'm pretty open about this kind of thing. Former enemies joining my team and all. Guess not.
I am done. Come on, my brother. I will see you soon.
Everyone always acts like they're dying when that thing calls upon me. Oh, whoops. Now then. Yes, we were. Wait a minute. This is garbage. Shame, it's nice armor too. She was fiddling with onyx rings. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's not even got the blue thing around it to be magical. Can't I just auto-identify? Do I still have to click on them? I'm too lazy to click on things. Why was she twisting her onyx ring? Most peculiar. Something she can't help, a nervous thing when she's in battle, she starts fidgeting with her ring. Alright, let's check out our new room. But first we rest. I'm not in combat. Game. Oh well, we'll just assume I'll overcome whatever this is. And not die screaming or anything. I'm sure I can handle it. Whatever it turns out to be. Who are you?
Greetings, offspring of my old foe. It's time we spoke, you and I.
Oh, you're Cyric.
But first, let's make sure we're not bothered by any of your so-called friends.
So-called?
This is a private matter.
Okay.
Now then, let's get trivial matters out of the way first. Do you know who I am?
Yes, you would know, wouldn't you? I am indeed Cyric, god of murder as well as strife, lies, and illusion, amongst other things we don't need to get into. Most recently, I've recovered from a little bout of madness. Not that that's important to you. Only to find the seedlings of the former holder of my office everywhere, like weeds. Things are starting to resolve themselves, and there's only a bare few of the spawn left. A Bhallspawn like yourself. Very powerful, very resourceful mortals. Like I once was. You can imagine my concern, Come on, give me better dialogue picks.
As opposed to what? Some grisly avatar like the Slayer? A cloud of smoke? A massive face in the sky with a booming voice? I am only here to talk, to gauge your threat to me, if any. If only things were so easy as that. But if I get involved in the whole Bhaalspawn mess, then my own opponents amongst the gods would intervene. Mistra or Kellenvor, perhaps. And it seems that Ao, the Overfather, has an interest in this as well. Which is very odd. He wishes this little climactic end for the Bhaalspawn to play itself out, without interference from the rest of us.
Okay.
And so I, the great Cyric, am restricted to watching and observing. And yet if there is anyone who should feel threatened by a child of the former Lord of Murder, it is me. There is just no justice anymore. I've been watching your progress for a while. Very impressive. I've formed a few conclusions, but let's hear it from the horse's mouth. How much should I fear you?
No matter what I say, you'll make up your own mind.
I see. I would have expected you to say as much.
No matter which dialogue choice I picked, you would have said that, wouldn't you?
Who could have expected that this level of the Abyss, this throne of Bhaal, would give me such problems? If If only I could have destroyed it to begin with. I didn't need it. I didn't want it. I have my own plane in Pandemonium, thank you very much. Much better than anywhere in the Abyss. But obviously I should have paid more attention to this dismal place.
Yeah, I'll agree. It's pretty dismal. I'll have to tidy up once I finish establishing my dominance.
But it's no matter.
Perhaps some
Can't
decorations.
undo what's already been done. And if you try, well, that leads to all sorts of different problems. And I'd rather not open that bag of worms once again.
Maybe Saspinar could make some wall scrolls with some cute anime characters on them. Spruce the place up. Time travel caused you to go mad, did it?
As for you, you might decide to seek my realm of influence. If you even get that far, that is. But it remains to be seen if you even have the power to attempt it. Never mind succeed.
I believe this was a thread that had originally been intended to be in the game where you'd fight Cyric. I think the devs may have made a mod to go after Throne of Bhaal that leads up to that, but I'm not sure. Nor do I have any idea if such would be compatible with this enhanced edition.
I think you need to be tested. That is what you created these little rooms for, isn't it? To test yourself. Mistra and Ao couldn't fault me for aiding you towards that end now, could they?
Yes, they could fault you for it. It's interference.
Perhaps we will meet again. For now, let us see how you do against my favored. I suggest you prepare yourself.
Are you going to give me time to buff? Oh, suddenly I have a party again. I don't know how long I have.
I'm busy, okay?
Let's go straight for the good stuff.
Pardon, turnip reflex.
Jacques Lès.
Have you nothing else to do but bother me?
Absolute immunity.
My skills, I see.
Yes, it is.
Mantle. Mantles. Favored of Cyric. Wow! That elemental prince is going down.
Do not presume. Healing. Quickly.
You sound like
For the
Golem.
Black Sun.
Show me. Steel.
Need more true sight.
Healing. Quickly. I await your command.
Uh-oh. I can't take another poison stab. Weren't expecting that random hobgoblin, were you? Don't drop anything. Oh, that was nice. Thanks for the visit, Cyric. I'll repay the favor and drop by sometime.
Servant. Oh, yes.
I'll also bring my favored. Alright. Well. is some good stuff here, then. Now, what have we here? Pfft, garbage, that's what. Alright, let's see. Wong Fei's Ioun Stone. Armor class, hit points, and regeneration. I see. Well, I think you'd like to have more hit points, wouldn't you? Use any item thing is great. Studded leather of thorns. Fashioned by the Hierophant was Salia before she chose to forever dwell in the elemental plane of fire. The suit of armor is covered by typical metal, not by typical metal studs, but by heavy red thorns that deal fire damage for some reason. Yeah, I'm not really impressed. Wait a sec. There's an open portal there. Thanks for leaving me an open portal back out. That was nice of you. Elminster, you better run.
Old friend. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, so you do know who I am now. I must admit, you've changed more than a little since the last time we met, before you were straddling the world with your power, so to speak. No need to be bashful. There's only a handful of folks who'd be willing to take you on at this point. Not even I would dare. And I've had considerable time to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Have you any idea of the havoc the Bhaalspawn have caused up and down the coast? The havoc you've caused personally? No, I don't suppose you have. Not that it's entirely your fault. We Harpers have been working tirelessly for weeks now to prevent the panic from reaching a boiling point. Not a single task. As I understand it, though, your quest is nearly at an end.
That would be your cue to meddle, I take it.
I have to leave again soon, so I can't help you much. But I can help you a little, whether you like it or not. It's important that this all ends soon. But that doesn't mean I won't lift a finger over it.
Balthazar is known to me. His monastery is sealed up tight with powerful magic. Where he gets it from, I don't know. But you're going to have to get inside, obviously, or he'll ambush you eventually. I know it may not be pleasant to contemplate, but the rogue Saemon Haverin holds the key to entering the monastery. He is once again with the Anne Catherine smugglers at the moment. As I understand it, the Varian has been into the monastery several times up until now. He may be able to help you once again if you're willing to look for his aid.
There may be another way in, but you'll have to find it on your own. Now, I must go. From this point on, attaining your destiny is completely your own affair. I wish you well.
Better run quick.
Yes, master.
Edwin wants a shot at you. It's amazing Edwin kept his mouth shut during that. Okay. So I have 2 big bags of magical items to empty, and tomorrow, the 5th and final.
Don't mean to stop. What? Is there a griffin about?
Oh, are we hostile to me now?
Take action soon.
Well, not a problem. Stupid mercenaries. Picking a fight with me? Not only are you picking a fight with me, but I outnumber you.
You are a slippery one.
It takes a special amount of greed to throw yourself into something suicidal like this. I mean, good grief. I've got so much magical gear, if you cast Detect Magic, you'd probably pass out at this point. And that's not supposed to happen with... Oh, crap. Really? The mage first.
Beware! Your knees are mine! My Uncle Spanky's
Yay! Another level up that doesn't do anything. Hey, man.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Good, good. I think I'll just sleep here for the night. I know what could go wrong, right? Anyway, I'm gonna sell off my stuff, rest. Tomorrow, we continue. Until then, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off.